Okay, so watch me take the TSI exam. These are the hardest questions on the test. Raina has 5 coins worth 10 cents each. 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents. 4 coins worth 25 cents each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 25 cents, 25 cents, 25 cents, 25 cents. She's choosing 2 coins of these at random. So we're going to go ahead and see what is the probability that the 2 coins combined are worth at least 35 cents. I know that there's a couple combinations that you can choose to get ones that are worth at least 35 cents. You can choose a dime and a quarter. You can choose a quarter then a dime, or you can choose a quarter and a quarter. So there's many ways to choose at least 35 cents. But there's only one way to choose not at least 35 cents, and that's if your first pick is a dime and your second is a dime. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this problem backwards, meaning I'm going to figure out what is the probability of not getting at least 35 cents, and then I'm going to go ahead and subtract. So again, when we want to see the probability of picking a dime the first time, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of a total of 9 coins is the probability of choosing the dime. And then the probability, you're not going to replace this, so I'm going to cross it off. And then we're going to find the probability of choosing a dime the next time. So now there's only 4 dimes, 4 out of a total of only 8 coins. I'm going to go ahead and multiply that out. 20. And then I'm going to reduce. So this is a probability of not picking at least 35 cents. And now I'm going to subtract it by the total outcomes. This is the total number of outcomes minus 5 over 18. This is not choosing. So we end up getting 13 over 18. And that's the probability of actually choosing 2 coins that are worth at least 35 cents. So now we're going to do, in the XY plane, what is the Y-intercept of the graph? So when we're trying to solve for a Y-intercept, we just plug in 0 for the X because it's an XY point. The X is always 0 when it's the Y-intercept. So we're going to go ahead and plug in 0. And we're going to go ahead and solve. So 6 times negative 1/2 times 3. It would be negative 3 times 3 equals negative 9. So our answer is going to be negative 9. 18, the area of a triangle above is 21. So area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So area would be 21 is equal to 1/2. The base is x plus 1. The height is x. And I'm just going to choose each one of these options and I'm going to plug it in to see which value ends up with 21. So 1/2 times 4 times 3. Half of 4 is 2 times 3. That's equal to 6, not 21. So that is not the answer. Then I'm going to try 6. So 1/2 times 6 plus 1 times 6. So 1/2 times 7 times 6. 7 times 6 is 42. Times 1/2 is equal to 21. So x is going to be equal to b. 19, for which of the following values of x is the function not defined as a real number? So the only time it's not defined as a real number is when we end up with the square root of a negative number. Doesn't matter what the negative number is, but we don't get a real number when we find the square root of a negative number. So let me go ahead. And again, I'm not explaining this to you guys. I'm just taking the test. So I'm just going to plug this in. Square root of 4 is a real number. So it's not A. And that is a real number. So it's not B. I'm going to go ahead and plug in C. So that's 4 minus 4, 0. That is a real number. So it must be 4. So let's just check that out. 4 minus 4 squared. 4 minus 16, negative 12. Square root of a negative is not a real number. So my answer is going to be D. The population of a certain species doubles. It starts out at 100, so it's initial times the rate, and then time. Initial rate. So initial is 100 times the rate. It doubles, so 2 times. So every 9 years it doubles, but it says we don't know how many years it's been, so it would be T over 9. So for example, if it was 27 total years divided by 9, it would be 3 intervals. But because we don't know how many years have passed, we just have to write it like this, and our answer would be B.